So, welcome back to Daily Transfer Update, and I am knackered. It is Monday morning. I am absolutely shattered. I've got a flight to catch back home after a long weekend spent in France. Lovely, lovely weekend, by the way. But we're going to talk about three players today. The first of them is Thomas Mooney. Reports broke yesterday afternoon, early evening, that he is trying to sanction a deal to Manchester United, and he has spoken to representatives at PSG and said that he wants to go to Man United. Now, I'm sure we're going to see this run on and on, like I said the other day, and I'm sure that he is going to try and play Arsenal and Man United off against each other. Now, Arsenal was said to be in advanced talks with him. That hasn't gone any further than that at this point. Then Man United are said to have got to advanced talk stage as well, and now he wants to go to Man United. I think this is just all talk from his agent. This is personally what I think it is. I think that when you've got a player like that can command two or three decent clubs, and let's be real, Arsenal and Man United are decent sized clubs. Yes, we're not the best of clubs right now, but we are a decent size. He's got two clubs chasing after him for his signature. He can play a variety of positions: left back, right wing, CDM. He's only 27 as well, so he's still got 3 or 4 years left in him at least. So he has the upper hand. He knows that he can command a big salary. He knows that he can play clubs off against each other. And when you can do that, you are always only going to go to the highest bidder in terms of salary and bonuses. So if that's the case, Arsenal have got to kiss goodbye to that one, because he will end up signing for Man United, because they will pay what it takes. We won't. To be honest, I'm not even sure why we want him. We've got Hector Bellerin. I know he's not the greatest right back in the world. Like I said, I know that he can play a variety of different positions, but at the same time, I think we need centre-backs more than we need a CDM or a right-back or a right winger. We need a centre-back badly. So to go and do 20-odd million quid on this guy, I'm not convinced anyway. Let him go United. Let him do it. If he ends up going there, then fair play to him. He's gone to a massive football club, and to be honest with you, I think we'll be dodging a bullet. But at the same time, I can see why we want to get him in. Obviously, with Lichtsteiner, Jenkinson, probably both leaving the club. I know Lichtsteiner is, but Jenkinson's still got a year left. Maitland-Niles is not a right back. We probably do need another right back. But like I said, we've got more pressing issues than signing a right back that's going to try and do a bidding war on wages between us and Man United. So for me, cut loose, let him go to United. We move on as a football club and we go and shop somewhere else for somebody else. That's just my opinion on it. Leave it in the comment section down there. Let me know what you guys think about Thomas Mooney being linked to United. Second player we are going to talk about today is Jourdan Vera. I don't know if you remember this guy, but many moons ago he played for Aston Villa, and he was one of the worst midfielders in the Premier League era. Let's be real, not just that season, but in the Premier League era. He had a properly unsuccessful spell at Aston Villa. And yeah, he played 25 league games for Villa in 2015-16 season. Didn't register a single goal from central midfield. Did rack up 5 assists, which is 1 in 5, but not a great spell for him at Aston Villa. He's currently at Fiorentina. There's talk that Napoli and Carlo Ancelotti want to sign him for a fee in the region of around 22 million euros, and that's including bonuses apparently. Now we've stepped in, we've apparently put an offer in. We want him at Arsenal. Apparently Unai Emery is a long admirer of this guy. He's played for St Etienne as well, but Carlo Ancelotti wants him, Napoli want him, and I don't know how I feel about this guy, if I'm being honest, because like I said, when he came to Aston Villa, he was one of the worst central midfielders the league had seen at the time. He had a really bad spell, but he's gone away, he's forged a career for himself, and this season he's done really well. He's got 5 goals, 3 assists, and he's playing great football for Fiorentina. 22 million euros with bonuses. That works out, what, about 16, 17 million quid? We could do a lot worse. But on the flip side of that, there is a reason he flopped in the Premier League. Maybe the pace was too much for him. Maybe he was too young at the time. I don't know, but I just think that we got to be going out and getting better than that. There's better players in the Premier League that we could strengthen and put into the team over this guy. Why are we even looking at this bloke? You know, are we even looking at him? Is it just his agent trying to get some more money out of Napoli? Who knows? But, you know, at the end of the day, I said yesterday morning, I don't necessarily expect us to go out and sign big names, and I don't agree that we should go out and sign just big names. I think we should shop in the bargain basement and go and try and buy a diamond in the rough and try and turn him into something class. So this could be that signing, who knows, but it's hardly inspiring, I must admit, especially after seeing his below average performances for Aston Villa. But again, that is another one. I'm sure that'll probably be tied up within the next week or so, whether that happens to Napoli or to Arsenal. I'm sure that want to go through pretty quickly because it's a relatively low deal. So leave it down there. Would you like to see Vera at Arsenal? Now, the last player we're going to speak about today is a centre-back from Stuttgart, and his name is Azam Kebab. He is a Turkish centre-back that plays for Stuttgart. He only signed for them, 6 months ago in January from Galatasaray. 19 years old. He's rose to stardom since he's been at Stuttgart. He's played 17 games this season for them. He's bagged 3 goals as well from centre-back, which is a very, very good return for a centre-back. Now, not only Arsenal, but Tottenham, Man United and Bayern Munich are all keeping tabs on him right now. He is 6'1". He's very dominant in the air. He can play out from the back as well. He's quite comfortable with the ball at his feet. And as I've said, he has scored 3 goals this season in 17 games. So he's got an eye for a goal as well. And I think that this could be something that Arsenal should go for. A tall, physical, demanding centre-back that's good in the air. 6'1" is the right height for a centre-back. Is the right age for a centre-back as well. Let's be real. You know, we want a young centre-back. The last time we brought a young centre-back was Rob Holding. And I think he's been decent for Arsenal. So why wouldn't we go and look at this guy? But the fee reported for this is relatively low as well. So it could be something that we could look at. Fee is in the region of around 20 million euros. So again, another bargain basement buy. But I think this is something we should go and look at. I think that if you pair him up next to Socrates, or you could pair him up next to Holding, or even have both of them, no, we need to replace Mustafi. Let's be real. The guy's been an absolute liability since he's been at Arsenal, which is, 3 years now? 3 years? Monreal's over the hill, and he ain't a centre-back. Koscielny's finished. I think we've seen that towards the end of this season, although he has had a good season. But I think we definitely need to be going out and shopping for a centre-back. And I think, personally, we should go for a young one, and we should go for a more experienced one. So then the 4 that you would have would be the experience of Socrates, the lesser experience of Rob Holding, then go and buy one of each, an experienced and a lesser one. We've got Mavropanos. Personally, I don't think he's good enough. I think he's been pretty much a liability when he's played for Arsenal, if I'm being completely honest. Red cards, injured all the time. And I know the injuries ain't his fault, but no, not for me. I'd get rid of him, loan him out maybe, probably. And if we get a bid for him, maybe take it. I don't know. But, you know, this lad, Kabak, I think that, you know, the fact that Man United, Bayern Munich, Tottenham and ourselves are all looking at him shows that there's definitely some kind of talent there. Galatasaray have reportedly got some sort of kickback if he gets sold, so they get a little sell-on fee. Like I said, he was only sold to them in January, so he hasn't been at Stuttgart long, and he sees it as a stepping stone, I'd imagine, to the Premier League, which, let's be real, is the holy grail for a footballer, because it's a massive, massive payday for anybody. So yeah, they're my 3 players. I'm going to stop rambling on. I'm going to go and have some breakfast. I am absolutely shattered. I slept so poorly last night. So yeah, you guys let me know what you think. I will be back with a live stream at some point today. What time's my flight? About 3:30. So by the time I actually get home, yeah, I think my flight's at 3:30. By the time I actually get home from the local airport I'm at, I'd say that my stream would be around 6 o'clock. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Subscribe, like, and share. Leave your comments down below in the comments section. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed so far. And yeah, I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.